Hi there, I'm Ali from Dragon Fitness Coaching and Healing, and I'm going to say the word menopause today. As a naturopathic practitioner, I know that the word strikes fear into the heart of many women, and it strikes confusion into the minds of many men as well. But what is it? And let's just try and break things down so that people are not so confused by it or thinking it's something that they need to dread. So the menopause is a natural stage in a woman's life, and it's the natural cessation of menstruation, and it's the end of the fertile time in her life, and it's accompanied by a decrease in sex hormones. Perimenopause is the time that's leading up to the menopause, which is when a woman hasn't had a period for one whole year. And during this time, her periods may become irregular or heavier. And for me, this was the worst time, I have to say. Men can also experience a decrease in testosterone, but theirs is usually a less steep drop-off. The typical symptoms that you might experience are hot flushes, night sweats, brain fog, heavy periods, painful periods, frequent and infrequent periods, scanty periods, mood changes, irritability, depression, anxiety, vaginal dryness, bladder infections, urinary urgency, sleep problems, loss of bone, weight gain, decrease libido, and heart palpitations. There are a number of ways that we can be as healthy as possible through this period of our lives, and I believe that we should just try and be as healthy as we possibly can going into the perimenopause and into the and if we can't be as healthy as we can then we need to definitely get our act together, as it were, when our symptoms start appearing. And these are doing things like making sure that we've got enough nutrients in our body. Our nutrients are what creates our hormones. So we want to optimize our hormonal function. The best way to do that is by making sure that we've got enough nutrients in our body through our diet. Herbs are a great way to manage our hormones. There are many different herbs that are really good for managing these different types of symptoms that I just listed out. And in my free ebook, I list out the herbs for you. I also like supplementing with wild yam root, which is basically a natural form of progesterone. This can really help many people in a very natural kind of form of hormonal replacement. I would urge you, if you're experiencing any chronic health conditions, to try and get to the bottom of why you are experiencing them, and try and help your body to heal from them. This is going to make your menopause and your perimenopause so much easier. Make sure that you're exercising regularly. This means taking at least half an hour walk every day. It also means doing strength training. Because women, we have a tendency to lose bone when our estrogen levels drop. We can add in the strength training will certainly help. It's going to help many things, but certainly building the muscle around the bone will strengthen the bone. And this is super important as we get older anyway. Everything here is things that they're things that we just should be doing as we get older. It shouldn't be just because of the menopause. So men should be doing this as much as women. Make sure, just said before, you eat properly, you drink enough filtered water, your stress is minimized, you rest. Alcohol typically doesn't work very well with perimenopausal and menopausal women, and I find that women who were able to drink a lot more in their 20s or 30s, it just doesn't work for them, and that's all to do with the metabolic pathways. Make sure you're eating lots of vegetables like broccoli and cauliflower and sprouts. I think you know what I mean, even though I can't say it. That will help you to metabolize estrogens well. Make sure your gut health is good. So if you know that you've got digestive issues, please get them addressed with a holistic or naturopathic practitioner or a naturopath. Just make sure you're putting in your self-care as well. Make sure you're putting in your self-care throughout the week, every day, so that you are looking after yourself. And in regard to hormone replacement therapy, you know, if you've tried everything and you're as healthy as you possibly can be, and you're still having horrible symptoms, then I think then it's a time to experiment with HRT. But I would say use it as a last resort, do everything else first, but be aware that your risk of breast cancer, endometrial cancer and cardiovascular disease is increased if you do take HRT. So I hope this helps. There is a free book, free ebook, very short, just talking about the menopause, but I also have a longer ebook that contains this information as well, and also talks about how to get your health as good as you possibly can naturally. So if you are having any menopausal symptoms, as I said before, it's really worthwhile to look at your health holistically, try and get your health as well as it possibly can. So do have a look at everything that's in this book and try and implement as many of these protocols as you possibly can. I hope that helps. Do drop me a line if I can help with anything else.